Welcome back to the show. We're talking about Scooby-Doo, and since Hillary is on the wagon, she's on the wagon touring the country. We just want to bring in a little bit of Scooby-Doo with that. And so, Teresa, take it away.
I think Scooby and Shaggy would be running and repossessing the mystery machine from away from Hillary Clinton and running the other way. I'm amazed. I have a question. How did she become the presidential frontrunner when, she never held an elected office before the New York Senate? And the staggering number of personal, political, and financial scandals and her leftist political agenda, how did she ever get to be the frontrunner? And I think the answer is the news media. She is their baby doll, and for some reason, she must have something on a lot of them. They sure do back her. She's, the State Department, under her guidance, misplaced $6 billion that they still haven't accounted for due to improperly filed, contracts. She supports Common Core. She is absolutely not a friend to women. She likes to say she is. She's already flip-flopped, saying that, she used to say she was for states' rights when it came to the gay marriage issue. Now she is saying she wants the Supreme Court to settle it. And she has so many scandals, and I was looking through some of them, and I found, that they have a Clinton crime library, and it is just packed full of all the dishonest things that they have been involved in and yet always managed to walk away from. I don't see how any thinking voter could possibly like her. And I think Scooby-Doo would just run like the dickens to get away from her. What about you, Mona?
I'm wondering where that library is. Do you know where it is?
Oh, I found one online.
Yes,
I found one online, and it lists every scandal, all the books that people wrote, ex-Secret Servicemen, FBI agents, people that work directly with them. And she is a vulgar, foul-mouthed, hateful, spiteful creature. And I don't understand how anyone likes her. And I don't understand why the media is so staunchly in her corner.
You can find it if you Google the Clinton list, and you will be amazed. Teresa has it pegged right. It's amazing, and it's all fact-based.
All right, Mona?
I'm just going to read you the names of people that have mysteriously just kind of left the earth since the Clintons have been in charge. James McDougal, Mary Mahoney, Vince Foster, Ron Brown, Victor Reiser, Paul Tully, Ed Wiley, Jerry Parks, James Bunch, James Wilson, Kathy Ferguson, Bill Shelton, Gandhi Bow, Florence Martin, Suzanne Coleman, Paula Grober, Danny Casolaro, Paul Wiltshire, John Purnell Walker, Barbara Wise, Charles Meisner, Dr. Stanley Hurd, Barry Seal, Johnny Lawhorn, Stanley Huggins, Herschel Friday, Kevin Ives and Don Henry, Keith Coney, Keith McMaskey, Gregory Collins, Jeff Rhodes, James Milan, Jordan Kettleson, Richard Winters, and the following bodyguards have died: Major Barkley, Captain Reynolds, Sergeant Hanley, Sergeant Sable, Major Robertson, Colonel Dinsberger, Colonel Kelly, Special Agent Rhodes, Steve Willis, Robert Williams, Conway LeBoux, and Todd McKeehan. Those folks have just kind of been known to be affiliated with the Clintons, and now they are amongst the non-living. There also, I found, there are 10 verified Hillary Clinton lies. I'm not going into details, I'm just going to list them. Hillary Clinton lied as a staff member of the House Judiciary column. Hillary Clinton lied about flying into Bosnia under sniper fire. Hillary Clinton misrepresented her record opposing the Iraq War. Hillary Clinton misrepresented her role in the Irish Peace Accord. Hillary Clinton misrepresented the extent to which her daughter was in danger on 9/11. Hillary Clinton claimed she was named after Sir Edmund Hillary. Hillary Clinton lied about supporting NAFTA. Hillary Clinton lied about her role in the passage of the Family and Medical Leave Act. Hillary Clinton lied about her trip to Africa. Hillary Clinton lied about the uninsured woman who died after childbirth. These are just some of the lies that she tells because she's just a natural-born liar, pants on fire. She's now saying something about her family. She's a daughter of immigrants or something, which is totally not true. I just heard that this morning on the news. The woman is despicable. She's been despicable since she defended that bomber crazy person out in California, the one with the Liberation Army. She's been associated with terrorists and anti-American and all of her life. She's just an egocentric woman who wants power and control over the world. And what can I say? She's just not the kind of person that one would even want to invite over to coffee or tea, preferably tea for the tea party. But you would not want to invite her to your house. You certainly do not want to invite her into the people's house. And that's it.
Okay, and that's it. Well, no, you don't want to invite her to anything. I wouldn't want to invite her to clean my toilets. I don't know how y'all feel about that, but I wouldn't want her to be, I wouldn't want her even in my house, never mind.
I would hope she'd fall into your toilet.
Well, I think one of the songs we're going to play later will tell you why she's not. Okay, Mary, it's your turn.
I want to lighten it a little bit. So, as a drug and alcohol counselor, I looked up because it's well known that Scooby snacks were considered marijuana cakes and various different things with drug culture. So I looked up 10 of the infamous things that go along with Miss Hillary and her mysterious mystery machine. So, and I won't read all 10, I just want to go through a few. Number 2 on the list, Scooby and Shaggy always had the munchies, which made me laugh because, if you remember, in one of the magazines yesterday it come out, Who the Hell Are You? And it was about, she stopped at this restaurant and she bought a burrito. She bought a burrito and sat there so that people could see that she was just like them and ate the same foods. The only thing is she had her sunglasses on and no one in the restaurant recognized her. Now, I think that kind of says something. But anyway, going on. Shaggy always thought Scooby was talking and was the only one who could understand him. Does it kind of seem a little bit that when the Clintons talk, they think that the whole world is listening? Does to me. Let's see. Scooby and Shaggy always fell into a trap that was intended for the monster because they were tripping over themselves and couldn't see where they were going. Yeah, reminds me of the Clintons too. Let's see, they were always deluded and warped by thinking they were dressed up in some costumes and entertained the monster. See, and that's what I see with this relationship that she's of the people. That's what I keep seeing, is they're dressing up and trying to pretend that they're one of us. Because if you'll remember, when they were dead broke when they left the White House, they had to borrow $7 million for their house. What was it, in the Hamptons? And they only had a couple million laying around for emergencies. Then, Scooby and Shaggy were always the ones in the back of the van doing who knows what. I won't even say how that one hit me, thinking of the Clintons. Then, I love this one. They drove around in the mystery machine with that weird, trippy design by its side. And of course we know that that's why they call the van Scooby, because it reminds them of Scooby-Doo and the Mystery Van. But if you think of the drug culture, remember all those psychedelic vans and things like that. And also, since where I'm at in Arkansas, when they were in the governor's mansion, all the drugs that ran in and out of Mena, Arkansas. And it was a big deal here that it was just kind of under their noses and no one was paying attention. And then, I love this one too. Shaggy and Scooby were always giddy and laughing. Does that sound something familiar also? That giddiness, laughing about a 12-year-old girl being raped, laughing about how that her client had defeated the lie detector test. And the last one, look at Shaggy, the way he dressed, his goatee, etc. Okay, look at Miss Hillary through the years. A little bit strange, huh? Enough said.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo, what would you do?
I still say he would run away.
I still think you're right. Roland, okay, what do you think?
Oh, I just agree with every one of you. It's, I think it all started out when she was at the her law firm, Rose Law Firm, when Senate asked, and we should have known back then, and we're talking 20 years ago, asked for her some documents, and she didn't have them, couldn't find them. That went on for weeks, and all of a sudden they found them on the rail post in the White House. And it goes to, we have to have people in there running for president and becoming president that have character, that won't lie, that have Christian principles, and she has none of these. I mean, the world is in a terrible shape, and what is she doing? Talking about the middle class. Listen, the only way to get the middle class in better shape is to get jobs. And the only way to get jobs is to cut some taxes and get things motivated with some leader that's got some sense, and she doesn't have enough sense to pour tea out of a boot if the directions were on the heel. But you know what? That would just go to show you. And then she has these meetings with 4 or 5 people that she imported in that works for her to talk to them about the middle class. Well, all I can say is that I don't think she's got one chance in hell of becoming our president. But we got to get the word out there. We got to get people thinking of what she is, how she won't be honest, she won't tell the truth. And, I mean, it's just like Obama won't tell the truth. She won't do it either. So you're going to get the same thing over and over. And we could go on and on and on about her Scooby-Doo ideas, but it's pathetic. And we got to do something about it. And the only way we can do about it is what we're trying to do right here on this program, is point out some of the falsehoods that she's had in the past and is continuing to have. Anyway, that's all I had to say.
That's it, huh? Well, okay. Well, you know what occurred to me this week when Chelsea was out there, and of course she's very pro having her mom as president, because Chelsea thinks that we need to crown her mother president. Crown her. I'd like to crown her. I don't think it'd be with a tiara, but I'd like to crown her. But I just didn't understand why Chelsea came out and said that she just didn't have any use for money when she lives like she does. And you're talking about white privilege now. That girl's got white privilege. But when they talk about the Clintons being dead broke when they left the White House, now, let me tell you, if they were living on the street dead broke, I might have believed it, but they weren't. And when she makes $350,000 or so per speech, I don't think they were dead broke. I think Bill makes a lot of money